Forget what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
Well, you were going to play an Obama thingy.
Nope. You said, I'm playing this one, and then you can do whatever you want, is what you said.
No, actually.
No, it's
I took that off, and I said that you will play your Obama
I'm sure
endorsement.
You took it off, but being as good at this whole thing as you are, you said, I'm playing this, I have it.
No. You get whatever you want, so I just acquiesced.
Yeah, Is that how this has been working?
That's how it works.
Is that what this is?
It's as simple as that. You just
getting what I want. By the way, I was thinking if we go back, because people don't know this, and it's not something that you usually share, but we're amateurs. Our mics are live during the intro, right? So if we want, and we have a few times accidentally spoken over the intro or like dropped something or whatever.
Sure.
But I'm challenging all of you listening to go do this. If you go back and listen to every one of our shows, I bet if you listen carefully during the intro, every single one, you will hear Brian refilling his drink. Because the 3 hours that we spend sitting here before the show,
prepping,
he's refilled it 17 times. But he can't refill it 10 seconds before we go on. He waits until the intro, holds the glass by the microphone, and pours his rum into his cup. And you expect him to add like Coke or something to, dilute the alcohol. He doesn't.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. I'm saying you don't leave any rum for me.
Well, that's not true at all. You have a whole mason jar full of rum.
I do. Yeah.
Now we just made it.
Yeah. I was joking about not putting Coke in there. There's too much Coke in there. Actually, you can't see through it.
Yeah, I like it when it looks more like tea or something.
Yeah,
very very light,
like dirty water.
Mostly rum. And
no, that's pretty dark though.
Well,
no, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah,
I got to fix that right now. So I'm gonna.
So this is the. You think you're exaggerating? You're not, and you always do something like that, like you clunk it on the glass or something to make it even more obnoxious.
Gives the show character, my son.
It does give it character, but character doesn't turn into listeners.
No, it doesn't. Well, there's a couple of listeners, but they're
like
too drunk to really understand anything at this point.
Yeah, I know one of them's a heavy drinker of the what is that? Dasani?
It's good rum.
Dasani water?
Yeah, what about it? Your
So
dad
I
drinks
said
a lot of water? Because he's the only one that listens.
He doesn't listen.
He doesn't.
No.
He's not a good dad at all.
What did it? Well, he is, but our show's so predictable that he can just pretend like he listened.
So
like, oh yeah, Brian said that stupid thing on the show, and I'm like,
and Nate corrected him and was really
yeah.
smart and brilliant.
Yeah,
and that's my boy.
He gets it every time. So
that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, you're listening to the Ad Odd Show if you haven't figured that out. It's Thursday, June 9th. Not quite summer. We're still in the left ventricle of summer. It's 2016. We're in the Freedom Studios. We're up on the 15th floor, like we always are, of the Patriot Towers. We are in Liberty City, Nathan. Where at?
USA, right here in Michigan. It's too close. It's too close to election season.
To be away from the polls? We can't be away from the polls?
No, because we have to be ready when they open.
Jak shamash.
Well, locally we have a primary on August 2nd.
Dobrze, jak ty.
So,
from our Polish listeners. Because we're close to the poles.
The North Pole?
No. The poles, the people.
There was
There
was a guy that had a little Polish restaurant in the mall. One of the malls.
That narrows it down. There's 80,000 malls in the country.
Near us. It doesn't matter which mall. It was amazing food. I always got the Polish sausage because it was the only thing that I knew was authentic. Except for the guy that owned it, of course.
Polish dills.
Bummer is he closed it, went back to Dearborn. He's got a store there, but That's a long drive.
It is. When was it there? I don't remember that. I would have loved to have tried it.
2 years, I think it closed. Yeah, it was in Meridian Mall.
Wow.
Does that narrow it down?
Does. I know exactly where that is.
There's only one of those.
Probably. Well.
So I want those of you who've been with me from the beginning of this incredible journey to be the first to know that I'm with her. I am fired up, and I cannot wait to get out there and campaign for Hillary.
Me either. All right. No, that's exciting, right? That's good news. It's good news that our president has finally found something useful to do.
Yeah, if you listen to it closely, it was recorded probably, I don't know, a year ago. He makes references to things that happened a long time ago.
Well, he referenced something that happened
a few hours ago.
A couple hours before the video by saying it happened this week.
I met with Bernie Sanders this
Yeah, that's
week.
what he said. Yeah, so which I don't have a problem with it being pre-recorded, and it was obviously a production, a very professional video, all this stuff put together.
You know
by
for
the
sure
campaign,
that he had a teleprompter.
I don't think so.
Well, because he didn't go.
That's true. He can't say
He can't
words
talk.
Yikes! Yeah, it's bad, but yeah. So it was all right, and he probably did start it a year ago, knowing that he would have to take.
There's a lot of edits,
a lot of edits, a lot of takes. Yeah. So here's what I'm wondering. The executive branch, which he is in charge of, right, is currently investigating.
He is the executive of the executive branch.
They're currently investigating Hillary Clinton.
Ooh,
right.
So how?
And he endorsed her.
Yeah. Huh.
Seems like a conflict to me. It seems like any prosecutor working on the case will say, my boss endorsed this person.
Next, we're going to have the attorney general come out and endorse her.
That's not funny because
that
actually,
that
actually might happen.
That's right.
Huh.
We think she's a felon and a murderer, so I endorse her for president.
Yeah. So it was weird the way this worked because Bernie Sanders went in for a meeting. It must have really gotten his point across because he came out and said, well, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure Trump doesn't get elected. So I'm going to work with Hillary on that. And then Obama came out and was like, oh, I endorse Hillary. So,
well, there was some speculation that Sanders, in his meeting, wanted to talk about the Democratic National Committee chairwoman. What's her face? She's such a beauty.
Debbie Wasserman.
Yeah. He wanted to maybe remove her as the chairman to better unify the party.
Right.
That she is a source of contention and friction.
Obama had already come out, though, just before and said, her. I want her to stay until 2019 or whatever it is, 17. I don't know.
God, don't make it longer than it will be.
She had that makeover, I think it was during the 2008 election, I think.
I don't know.
And, yeah, huge difference. I think you were kind of making fun of her a minute ago. It's very insensitive.
She goes back and forth. Some photographs of her, she looks pretty good, and kind of Seinfeld made an episode about that. You remember it was like the girl that looks good in certain light, and it actually had, this beautiful woman, and then they go somewhere else and they look at her again, and she's like a guy dressed up like a woman. It's like, oh, what happened? She's kind of like that.
I don't think it's like that at all.
I think it is.
I don't
because
think so.
Sometimes she looks really bad.
The really good news,
so do
the
I.
really good news, and this has to sit well with all of the Bernie supporters who are still holding out hope. Like, they're angry. They're like, it's not over. The nominating process isn't over yet. The media is lying. If you thought he had any chance ever, like even before he started, to get the nomination over Hillary Clinton, you're kind of insane. And if you support Bernie Sanders, you're kind of insane anyway. But the good news is he's not giving up yet.
No, and Trump says, for all you disenfranchised Sanders supporters that have been cheated by a rigged system of superdelegates, I welcome you with open arms.
You know what's hilarious to me?
And they're actually, like 100%, 180 degrees opposed to each other in their beliefs.
Sure, but he'll take his votes. But what's interesting...
He would, but I'm saying I don't think any Sanders voters are going to vote for him.
Are they going to all go to Gary Johnson? Because they're trying that, too, which is like... They're
They're
like,
gonna
hey,
vote for
we're the
Hillary.
party of freedom, so if you supported a socialist, you'll fit right in here. How does that work?
Well, that he might get a few.
Yeah, he will get a few.
I think all three will get a few.
Yep, I think so.
But I think the majority will go for Hillary.
Well, there were Republicans that voted for Bernie Sanders here in the Michigan primary.
Yes,
so
I heard that.
I think there's a bunch of Bernie Sanders supporters that are.
But I
that
think
are gonna,
that was to try to get, slap in the face to Hillary.
right.
But,
But
now it's serious.
But they were counted as Bernie supporters, right?
Yeah,
So
they really
I mean,
were.
you're going to see a shift, and probably his supporters will be distributed equally amongst the other candidates. That would be fair.
that would be the socialist way.
All right.
But that's not what's going to happen, and you know it. She'll
I
get
don't
90, and
I think we should do the fair thing.
Trump will get 7, and what's his face will get 3%.
Yeah. 3.
Just
Just 3.
oh, just no total
Just 3.
No 3%.
All right.
That's my prediction.
No, it's fine. Whatever.
All right, let's see. Speaking of
No.
oh,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of Trump.
that's what I was going to say.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you're so simpatico.
Just go.
Oh, apparently in San Jose. Do you know the way?
Yeah, to San Jose.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, the police chief is getting some heat there because there was a rally and there was a bunch of protesters there that were harassing Trump supporters, and the police really didn't do anything about it. Come to find out, there's some Twitter pictures and stuff of the police chief endorsing a Hispanic extremist organization, and that he has openly denounced Trump on numerous occasions. Not a Trump fan.
Not a trumpeter, huh?
He's a Hispanic
Trumpster.
He's one of them.
Trumpy.
No, he's one of them Mexican guys that can't give him a fair trial. And so, in this case,
Yeah.
you may be right.
So
The
Hang
chief
on.
says
Sorry,
we just didn't want to get involved and cause and escalate the problem. We just wanted to hold in the line.
and what he means is, in every other incident that my officers are involved
We're going to bash
in,
some heads.
every other incident that we're involved in, our job is to escalate the situation. For example, if you're driving down the road and you don't have a seatbelt on, we will go ahead and
Interrupt
escalate the situation,
traffic.
interrupt the flow of traffic, pull you over to the side of the
Have our
highway.
officer exposed to being hit by
Yeah.
cars,
If we come to your house and you have a dog, we'll escalate the situation.
and we'll shoot it.
Yeah. So speaking though of Trump saying that,
The judge?
yeah, the dude's an idiot, by the way, and it was kind of sad to me to see that after that he came out with a teleprompter and gave a very written, scripted speech and kind of looked like Obama,
Right.
right? I mean, that's not what has gotten him to where he is.
Well, but they want him to act more presidential, and
But
how
that
can you get more
isn't- that-
presidential than Obama?
That's true.
He's a president.
I don't know, though, because Obama said there's never been anybody more qualified for the office than Hillary Clinton.
Ooh.
So he
that
should
include
act more like
himself.
Hillary. What if he identified as a woman?
I wonder if he could run again.
Against himself? What do you mean?
No,
I
he
don't
would just run
understand.
as a woman this time instead of a man. I think
Start
that's
over?
how it works. Yeah.
Okay. But anyway,
Because it wouldn't be the same person. It would be another person. Ooh,
yeah, but I think
we're onto
I think
something.
it's too late to.
No, he can run in 4 years.
Oh, he might too.
After the sex change and the legal name changing and all that.
Well, you don't have to do all that. That's not necessary.
I haven't. You don't need to do it.
Right.
No.
right.
I may someday, though. You never know.
No, you might. You may or may not be voluntary. I don't know where I was going, so let's just move on.
San Jose, were you going there?
You already went there.
I know, but I wanted to go again.
No.
That's where I was when the earthquake hit.
The earthquake that was in New York.
No,
You were in-
1989. That's a good story. I should tell you about the story I was in the earthquake
You
in
did.
1989.
30 times. You've told
And